and he's calling me. Hello babe, what's up? Would you like to make an appearance on my channel? Would you like to make an appearance on my channel? I'm filming. Seriously. Oh yeah, go now. I'll call you now. That's what I'm filming now. I'm answering all the questions now. What is the question? What does the boyfriend call you, baby? Was that what you typed? She want no. Bye-bye. Yeah, bye-bye. I'll call you when I'm done. He does not know that he just set himself up. I'm going to add that thing to the beginning of this video. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, you're welcome. My name is Onyinye and this is my YouTube space. Why am I doing choreography? Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my YouTube space. You're going to love being here, so go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you guys, thank you so much. So without plenty ramble, I asked you guys to ask me questions that you would love to know about my relationship and stuff. So this video is a video where I get to answer all your questions. So most of the questions were mostly about like the distance and how we manage, so I'm just going to be answering that. So now let's just get into the video. First question, how did you guys meet? So the long and short story of the whole thing is that we met through his mom. His mom came to me and talked to me, and that's like how the whole thing happened. It's a long story. I don't want to join into this one. If not, this video is going to be very long. So long and short, we met through his mom. Maybe when he agrees to film a video with me, then we'll tell the story of how we met and then another video. But like the long and short story, his mom came to me, spoke to me about the whole thing, and that was like how we met. How did you cope with long distance? I'm still coping, so it's not like past tense, it's still present. We are still long distance. And how did I cope? I don't think I needed any coping mechanisms. I've always been like a long distance person. I've had only one non-long distance relationship, and it was like that's like the worst relationship that I've ever been in. All my other relationships, which were good, not bad, like we are still friends today, they were mostly long distance. So I've always been used to like the person I'm dating not being in the same city with me, so it's not all that strange for me. I think I'm just used to it, and that's how I cope. What are the things that you love and hate about him? Good. Okay, I love the fact that he's a happy person. Like he's really happy, like he exudes happiness. He's a funny guy, he's kind, he communicates sometimes, he's honest. He loves me. That's like one thing that I really like someone that actually sees you and loves you for you. What else? Oh, he's hardworking as well. He's hardworking. The fact that he makes me laugh all the time, even when it's really annoying. He doesn't dwell on sadness for a long time. Like he finds the happy in something really quick, even before I've had the time to like process it and go over like my anger and all. So he's that it could be annoying as well, but it's really something that I like about him. He's like a whole package, you know. A beautiful package. Off the top of my head, I don't think I can think of anything that I hate about him. What is in my head I can't say in this video, but let me think. Let's just agree that in this video that there's nothing that I hate about him.
A few moments later.
Oh, one thing that I don't like, I would not say hate, one thing I just don't like about him, it's like his reaction when he's angry. He just goes mute. That's his reaction, and then he processes his feeling and comes out when he wants to. So yeah, that's something that we're still working on, but yeah. The next question is, how was it like meeting his parents? I didn't officially meet his parents. You know the way like you take your girlfriend to your parents and say this is like your girlfriend, and then maybe when the girl leaves you guys will talk about it. We did not do that. I've known his family for a while. Yeah, I know his mom, met his mom and some of his siblings way before I met him. And the first time I officially met his mom and his dad was I think it was the time they came to see my parents. Like that was the first time that I met them, and it wasn't weird or anything because I knew his mom before. The dad I was just meeting for the first time sort of, so like, and it wasn't weird at all. I know when I was seeing them off, he spoke to me like he would speak to his daughters, I guess. So it wasn't weird at all. I wasn't nervous or anything. So his mom, we met through his mom, so like I was pre-approved before the approval. You mentioned long distance. Were there doubts ever? Please, how were you able to manage it? Okay, so I've answered the management part. So the first part is, were there doubts? In the beginning there was like on my part, at least I know in the beginning I had to ask his mom if there was anything wrong with him, like why can't he do the thing himself. There was that. There was like, why would you want to date someone here where you can do it where you are. There was like what else, what kind of that again? Oh, the trust part as well. There was a lot, like a lot that was not a lot of that, but once we talked through it, we communicated through it. And one thing that I love is that he was open to communicating with me. He was open to like it wasn't difficult to like trust him because he was honest, he was upfront, so there was no back and forth, there was no issue of lying. So it was like it wasn't difficult to like walk through all the doubts that I had in the beginning. I don't know on his part if he had any doubts or anything, but maybe when we film a video he'll get to answer the question. But on my part there were doubts, definitely, but right now none. Did you get unsolicited opinions about your relationship? No, I do not think so, because you guys have been here for a while. If you've been following me from the beginning, then you know that my relationship is not something that I actually put out. So even sometimes my family and some of my friends don't even know who I'm dating. So the people that I choose to tell about the things that go on in my relationship are people that I trust. If I'm telling them something, I know it's because like I trust them to give me solid advice. So unsolicited advice that I did not ask for, no. Did he meet your parents before proposing? Did you meet his too? Definitely. So he came to see my dad to do the whole thing before he actually proposed to me. And like I said before, I met his mom way before, and then his parents came to my house to see my parents, and they met me in the process. We definitely met each other's parents before he proposed to me. Moving on, what made you decide to date him? What made you decide to marry him? Oh god. First question, what made you decide to date him? Oh, he made me laugh. Like from the beginning, like the communication was seamless. Like from the beginning, the first time we spoke, you would think we would have known each other for a very long time. We laughed, we talked, like we were ourselves. I don't know if it was because like we were doing the communication over the phone. Maybe that was why it was easier. Maybe if we are seen in person, like the whole shyness and everything would have come in play. But because it was the phone, I was free to say whatever I wanted to say. And if you know me, you know I don't have filter. So in the beginning, like the communication was seamless, and it continued like that for a while until he officially asked me out. I think that was like one of the main reasons, the fact that it was easy, like easy in like a good way. This person makes me really happy. I always want to talk to this person, I always want to see this person, I want to know how he's doing. That kind of, it was no hanky panky, it was what it is. A relationship is not supposed to be that difficult. It's not World War III that people are fighting or looking for the cure of AIDS. Like it's not supposed to be that difficult. And for our relationship, it wasn't. It was really easy to trust this person, to fall in love with this person, and that was what made me agree to date him. And that's why I agreed to marry him as well. Answering your second question, the relationship has been beautiful and easy from the beginning. It's not like we've not had issues, we have, but even in those issues, it has always been us. This reassurance that it is us, like we have to walk through this no matter how hard or how difficult. It's just us, and we are going to find a way to make this thing work. I remember in the beginning, like a few months in, we had a disagreement, and I remember after we talked through our disagreement, I asked him what his deal breaker was, like what is the thing that would happen and he would be like he's done, and his reply was nothing. And I remembered the feeling that I had then. I was scared, and I think it still scares me a little now, because like he showed, like he has never not showed me that he was in this thing for the long haul. Like he has never not shown me that. And I remembered then I still had like if you cheat on me, Kenny, I'm leaving. If you beat me, I'm leaving. I still had all this things that you'd be like, I'm not taking in this relationship, I cannot do this in this relationship. I still had all those things at the back of my head. Some of them I still do now. If you beat me, I'm out the door. There's nothing that you're saying. But like for him, there was nothing, and I sort of always had that reassurance that this person is committed to me, this is my person, and we are going to do life together. Another question is, I suspect he stays abroad. Are there plans of you moving to join him? We haven't made any solid decisions yet. We are kind of in the process of talking it over. So if I get to move, you guys will know, because this will no longer be my setting. But for now, I'm still here, and that's all the information I have. What does he think about your YouTube career? YouTube is not a career for me yet. I'm hoping that one day it becomes something that I do primarily, but it's not like a career for me yet. So what does he think about it? I think he thinks it's okay. You guys heard him on the phone already. I'm going to insert that thing in the beginning. He doesn't disagree with it. He just thinks it's cool. Now for him to be on the channel is like a whole different story, but I don't think he has a problem with me being on YouTube. I don't specifically know how he thinks about it, but I don't think he has a problem with it. Does he have plans to make an appearance? I have plans for him to make an appearance. I don't know what his plans are, but I definitely have plans for him to make an appearance, and he will. We are gonna force him if he refuses, but I think he will. He will make an appearance when he's ready. He just isn't. He will make an appearance to film like a few videos with me, but it will still be like my channel, and he will come in when I need him to. That's what a supportive husband does, and he doesn't really have a choice. What are the keys to letting a long distance relationship thrive? Just like a normal relationship, every relationship is different, because like the individuals that are involved are different. For us, I would say communication has been like a huge thing for us. We are always talking, and because we communicate often, that helped us build trust. There's also no hiding anything. There are no secrets between us. We communicate all the time. In fact, our relationship has been communication. The fact that we talk about every single detail, nothing is too small. We talk all the time. I would also say that you treat it like it's a normal relationship. Treating it like a normal relationship also helps. So even though this person is miles away, the fact that you involve them in like your day-to-day activities, it means that you guys are going through each other's day together. What else? I think that's it really. I think that it is just like a normal relationship with the both of you living in separate places. Because if you think about it really, if you are dating somebody in Lagos and maybe you live on the mainland and they live on the island, like Lagos is a long distance, like there's nowhere that is short, so it's still almost like the same thing. So you guys just have to find time to do things together, which is what it is really. What are the physical attractions that you saw in your fiance that convinced you? Okay, so in the beginning, there was no physical attraction or anything. Who he was as a person was what attracted me to him. It wasn't physical at all. Like I said, we are long distance. Like it's not like I saw him. But when I eventually did, I won't even lie, he's fine. He's a fine one. And but ultimately, attraction for me has to do with the person rather than the way they look. But I would just say that I am happy, I'm grateful, and I thank God that what I was looking for in a person came in the package that it came in. So that's all I'm going to say for that. What's your take on sex before marriage? What's my take? I think that morally it is wrong. Religiously, I'm a Christian, so it is wrong as well. And but I'm going to say that whatever you choose to do, it's up to you and the person that you are with. So it's something that you guys need to talk about and communicate about and decide what you are doing. But whatever you choose to do, don't let anyone shame you into doing or not doing what you don't want to do or are not ready to do. Let it be something that you talk about. Let it be something that you bring up in the beginning, and if they are not in line, you move on. Know why you are making the choice that you are choosing to make, so that nobody has the power to sway you, because you are firm in your conviction. Don't allow what everybody else is saying influence your decision. Make that decision for yourself and stick to whatever it is that you choose to do, knowing that you are making the best choice for you. How did you know he was the one? I think everything that I've said leading up to this point was what convinced me. I personally don't think that there's like one person in the whole wide world that God has placed for you. I think that there are multiple people that can be the one for you. Everything I've said in this video and some more are like what cemented my decision for me. What's your advice for single and searching ladies? Do not settle. That's going to be my advice. Do not settle. Like, I know that like females kind of know what they want in relationships, and sometimes you might not be getting that. I'm just going to say don't settle. The best option for you is in the future. Don't settle for something that you're not happy with. Don't settle for less. Know your standard, know who you are, and know what complements that, and don't settle. That's going to be like my advice. Don't settle. Oh, don't listen to anything that they are saying. Listen to what they are doing. That's like a big thing. What they are saying, sometimes it's different from the actions, and the action is what matters. So watch their actions instead of what they are saying to you. And that's my advice, guys. That's it for this video, guys. That's all the questions that you guys wanted to know. I want to say a big thank you to every single person who sent in their questions. You guys made this video possible. Please share my videos with your friends. Subscribe if you are not yet subscribed. Like this video if you liked watching, and I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.